Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of February 14th. Now Sag, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Sagittarius, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all that said, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Just a small percentage of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you watch my videos regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, so let's get all the cards out here. Let's see what we have. We're gonna be doing a Celtic cross here for you, Sagittarius, and we'll put this, make sure everything's in view. Move this up a little bit here. And all right, we'll also take 3 cards to clarify as we go along. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here this time. I'm going to take 2 oracle cards. I've already pre-shuffled the deck, and we'll take 3 here because 3 wanted to come forward, and we'll put those right there. All right. Looks good to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a nice card to find. This is all about attraction, and the reason being is the Queen of Wands is their authentic self, or if the Queen of Wands is being, if they are operating to their highest accordance, they are always their most authentic self in life, and through that they are able and capable of attracting many things, many good things into their life, not just love, right? Not just love, but also work opportunities, job opportunities, potentially income streams, whatever the case may be. But the Queen of Wands challenge is to make sure that they are being authentic. And so this could be you, Sagittarius. This could, because you are a fire sign, this can be any fire sign. Also doesn't matter what gender you are. We just masculine and feminine energies here in the tarot. And so do keep that in mind as well. But the other thing about the Queen of Wands is they're attractive not only for their authenticity, but also because they're capable of handling many tasks and priorities as well. And so you have to be the truest version of yourself when you get the Queen of Wands. And they don't really try to be anyone else, right? They don't really try to be anybody else. And so, yeah, it's a very nice card to find. But let's go ahead and put that right there and start to get into this reading here. Now, right away in your overall message, or in your current situation rather, you have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is all about a potential spiritual awakening that maybe some of you are going through. The reason being, this is like if I were to pick a card that represented a spiritual awakening, it would be this card. Reason being is you are at the last card before you complete the world, before you complete the cycle of the major arcana. This is 20 out of 21. And so it says that you are like at the precipice of the world. And it says that you have one thing that's holding you back from attaining enlightenment in your life. And so when you get the Judgment card, it's a time to go into a period of self-evaluation and ask yourself what it is you need to do in order to get yourself over the hump, in order to complete the cycle of the major arcana. It also represents karma, the choices that you've made up to this point, rendering out in real time. And remember that karma is just happening all the time because we always make choices. And so it also tells you to look at that as well and just be honest with yourself about the karma that you have right now. Remember, karma comes and goes. It's not forever. Just keep that in mind. Now, in your problem position, you have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, this is about potentially a move. And the Knight of Wands comes forward when you're ready to change location, move residence, change zip code or postcode or anything like that. It says that potentially some of you are concerned about that. I do feel like maybe some of you are doing this. This could be something that's providing a challenge for you. The Knight of Wands is also what I would consider to be the maverick of the tarot. They're capable of doing many different things. They're like a jack of all trades, similar to the Queen of Wands, but a little bit different. This is more about being a jack of all trades and kind of having a lot of different talents as well, and having a lot to sort of bring to the table, similar to the Queen of Wands. But you know, this is potentially some of you here are. I almost feel like for some of you, it may be a good period of time to really like get honest with yourself about what you want, what you truly value, what you truly enjoy in this lifetime. And what do you authentically want right now? And I feel like some of you maybe are going into this period of judgment towards self. And I don't mean like being critical about yourself, but asking yourself, what do I really like? Like, what do I really want right now? In the past, you have the Four of Wands. So this is a card of marriage. It's one of the big marriage cards. Let me see here. I'm not feeling a lot of love energy on the board. And so what the Four of Wands can talk about is stability, structure, foundations and achievements. It can also say that there's a new start beginning, but this has happened in the past, right? And so I do feel like it's a new start because first, the rabbits here can indicate spring and kind of that spring energy. You know how it is when spring hits and it's like, it feels nice and all that sort of energy, right? It's a new start. But the Four of Wands also represents a new start because these people just got married. And when you get married, that's a new start, right? In your life. And so for some of you here, you've been spending time thinking about this. I think for some of you, you've been spending about thinking like, where do you go? And what do you really want? In the future, you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is all about potentially using logic and reason. You know, the Judgment card can also be more about logic, like when you go into that period of self-evaluation and just being like, okay, these are the facts. These are the choices I've made. Like, what have I accrued here karmically? And the King of Swords is sort of same idea in terms of the logic and the reason side. It's less about the intuitive side. And the King of Swords is also potentially somebody who's a subject matter expert. This could be somebody who comes in and delivers wise counsel to you or gives you good advice in your life of some nature. They might not take an emotion. Most of the times they don't take an emotional interest in you, but rather they maybe help you get from point A to point B in your life. You also hear, so in your conscious awareness or on your thoughts, you have the star. I love to see this. This is Aquarius energy. We are in Aquarius season. So giving back, you know, anything relating to humility and being like the humanitarian and those sorts of energies, innovating, anything like that. But the star, more importantly, represents potentially healing from a situation. It says that there's hope and optimism on the future. It says that you will acquire clarity and vision in your life. It's a very good card. It's also about wishes coming true, wishes being granted. It says that if you've been I like to see the star and the tower in the same reading because the star is necessary. It's number 17. It comes after the upheaval or the change of the tower. And so when you get the star and the tower together, I feel like whatever difficulty you're dealing with will be overcome. And I see that for you, but I think right now you're going into a very deep evaluation, a very deep self-evaluation here. In the subconscious, or what you can't see, the hidden, you have the Three of Pentacles. This person is being rewarded and recognized for the quality job that they've done. You can see they're holding up their latest creation. You can see the mallet and the anvil in the background indicating that they are a builder of quality work. They have done very good things in their life. And it can represent or refer to your teammates or your team environment. Let's see what else that may be here. So in the future, in the staff, in the direction that we are headed, the way that you are influencing the situation, your current influence, you have the Five of Pentacles. This is scarcity mode, okay? I don't see like money loss. I don't see job loss. I don't see that here. In fact, I see you exceeding expectations with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands in the past, as well as this Knight of Wands, the Star, the Queen of Wands. So to me, this makes me think about your thinking around money is perhaps skewed at this time, or you may be feeling like you may be trying to get what you can, or like you may be like settling for less or feeling unworthy when you get the Five of Pentacles in a situation like this. In the external influence, you are making this change, okay, after going through this period of evaluation here. The Eight of Cups represents you walking away from a disappointing situation. Some of you are moving towards newer horizons here, newer timelines for yourself. And for me, the Eight of Cups is all about empowerment, because who wants to be stuck with these empty, spilled, broken cups of the past, right? Nobody wants to stay there. And so for many of you here, you are about to go on a journey. The Knight of Wands is also a card of going on like a grand adventure. And it's in the problem position, but again, I see you potentially working through that here at this time. You have in your hopes and fears here, you have the Tower. I do wonder, Sagittarius, are some of you fearful about impending doom or something like that with the Tower? The thing is, you know, that may just be a construct of your mind here, because this is in the fears position and you have the Star. Okay, I feel like you know that things are going to work out, but you're also potentially fearful about something destructive happening with the Tower. Now, I want to point something out here to you. This Tower doesn't have any doors. Okay, and so the point being is this person has constructed themselves a prison. Okay, sorry, put that off camera. They've constructed a prison for themselves. And so the thing about the Tower is it's actually a blessing in disguise, because they're now free of getting out of the prison that they've put themselves in. And so it says that perhaps you've been living in an illusion. You may have constructed something for yourself that you couldn't get out otherwise get out of, and now you're having an opportunity to get out of this situation. So keep that in mind. Now the outcome here, you have the Two of Wands, which, you know, you're at a fork in the roads. Some of you have decisions to make here. Some of you have journeys to go on. And, you know, this may say that it's a good time for you to maybe do some planning, some preparation, some discovery here to see what path is best for you. You have a lot of logic showing up here, Sagittarius, which you are an intuitive sign. I'm a Sagittarius rising, so you know, I know a lot about the sign of Sag, and it's more about intuition for Sag, but in this reading, it looks like meeting the intuition with the logic. Let's go ahead and clarify and see what we have here. So you have the Seven of Wands, and so that's all about standing your ground, sticking to what you know is true for you, outlasting the competition, but really needing to stand up for yourself here at this time. You also have the Eight of Pentacles, which I love to see for you with the Knight of Wands. You're a talent, Sag. This is the major card of having an extraordinary talent at something. And the Six of Cups is something or someone from the past potentially trying to re-enter. But the thing is, it's almost like some of you have spent a lot of time becoming a master, or building skills, building talents, building anything like that. And so I feel like it's very important that you trust yourself. In fact, let's go ahead and see what these oracle cards are. Yeah, you have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns, and Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Wow, some of you are on a spiritual journey here. I feel like some of you are about to go on a grand adventure, but there's maybe like a little bit of like indecision here for whatever reason. You also have peaceful resolution, unlikely, communicate clearly. Okay, so the way out of this for you, whatever is going on here, this period of self-evaluation is very important at this time, okay? And so I see you working through whatever situation you're fearful of. Whatever situation you're fearful of, you are working through this. And I also want to see no. Okay, interesting. No and trust. Okay, so I would say don't rush. I would say really take a calculated step back and ask yourself what you truly value at this time, what you authentically want to be doing with your life. And I feel like in that self-evaluation, in that self-analysis here, you will be given what you're looking for with the Star. So thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Take care. Hit that subscribe button and like, and I will see you in the next reading.